Let's get our first introduction going. This is the reigning, defending, undisputed CTWC champion. He is, to me, and maybe to all of you, the tribal chief of Classic Tetris. Put your hands up, give him the ones. It is Alex T! And Alex's opponent here in this semifinal is the most influential player we've seen now. You just saw the trailer for the new documentary coming out soon. This is the Tetris game crasher, Blue Scuti!
Go. Ready to go?
Yep.
Come on, everyone, count with us.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Tetris!
Stress. And I want to hear it from the crowd right now. If you are rooting for Alex T to win this, make some noise! And if you are rooting for Blue Scuti, make some noise! Definitely have a crowd here a little bit in favor of Blue Scuti right now, but unfortunately for Blue Scuti, a little bit of an awkward start here for him.
Yeah, both pieces were actually really complicated to deal with.
They're both dealing with the burns here to start off.
And you can see the little uncomfortable smile right there from Blue Scuti, knowing that this is I mean, to be fair, yeah, like you said, Alex T having trouble handling this as well because he's not even that far ahead at all.
Yeah, it's going to be a little bit of a suffer game to start off with, so whoever navigates this dig, get back into scoring position. Look, Blue Scuti was able to kind of, turn that into a clean roof if you can burn this off. Love a long bar, but doesn't get that and uses a LJ to clear it instead. There we go.
Alexi able to get a couple of Tetrises on the board. Apparently, all right, the players were just too amazing that the cameras couldn't handle it. So we had
nice
to get them
adjustment.
real quick.
Scuti adjusted that so that the next piece could clear off that roof and then score the Tetris right after.
Man, these piece sequences are just incredibly difficult to deal with. Like, Scuti had trouble dealing with the piece sequence that was in the beginning, and now Alex T having trouble dealing with the piece sequence that he received, I want to say, like 4 lines ago. Yeah, now they're trading back. But Alex Thatch with a dirty Tetris there, able to do a burn with a Tetris and maximize that efficiency.
And like you said earlier, you can tell when just a sequence of pieces is just not good when both of these players that are this strong have been having trouble dealing. I mean, look at that. You can kind of just see them. Yeah, you can see them kind of mumbling to themselves right now about how annoying these pieces have been so far.
And it looks like the playfields are starting to stabilize. Scuti with a couple more burns to...
Yeah, got a floating tri-meter over there for Scuti for a second.
Look at this facial expression. Is he doing that on purpose?
Okay, we're clean again on Scuti's side.
224 for Alex T, 165 for Scuti.
So yeah, finally the players have neutral boards, can get ready for scoring Tetrises. That's what they want to do. That's what they're here for. Boom, Tetris for Scuti. And
it's going to be able to slide that J piece right in there. Beautifully done. Now just needs to find some stuff to throw into that column 9 and 10. Burn that down.
Yeah, Scuti looking for an eyepiece. Go over there into the left.
Yep.
And that eyepiece followed by the S. That's perfect.
Beautiful.
Well is open.
Nice
and
adjustment.
Simul-Tetris.
Yeah, he did a last-second adjustment to accommodate the L. Made nice and clean, and then bang down that Tetris.
And the Vitz. Very nice.
Nice. So Blue Scuti playing just a little bit faster. Had to do that cleanup earlier, so stack was closer to the top, which means you do end up playing a little bit faster.
And really, ever since then, the lead. Ooh, hold on. Alex T gonna have to try maybe go for row 2 here.
Scuti with the tuck, keeps it clean.
Yeah, at this point, there's no reason not to go for the row 2. Just needs the I bar right now. Look at this, an 18-piece out. There it is, right there. And actually prepped it really nicely that he can get into column 9, but okay, finally gets an I piece that'll go in there.
And Scuti has brought down the gap to just under a Tetris.
Exactly.
And that's the thing. The leads in this game haven't ballooned like how we've seen up for these two players' prior opponents. It's been staying within this 1 to 2 Tetris range.
Yeah, they both have had some unfortunate burns that they'd have to do, and they've been trading that back and forth, and that's the only difference that we see here. And if you notice, both players are doing an excellent job of screen looking and knowing their status, and I think they're gauging how much aggression that they need to pour on at any given time, and that's what we're seeing here. They're managing their risks extremely well.
And despite having those awkward pieces at the beginning, you know, we've all been saying that, you know, they were having trouble at first, but look at this, 71% Tetris rate, 67% Tetris rate.
We are neck and neck.
For Alex T and Scuti, respectively. They managed to get through that beautifully, and now Scuti just needs something to slide right in there. Yep, nicely done. And, okay, is ready for the Tetris now, but again, here we go, another drought.
And yeah, both of them have to live through this.
And the pace of recovery, given what they had to endure at the beginning of the game, was nothing short of masterful. And right now, it's still just separated by this less than a Tetris score.
Yeah,
Going back and forth.
Scuti is definitely a little bit ahead. You saw the back-to-back Tetrises for him, and then the same two lines are going to give Alex T back-to-back Tetrises here. Yep, not going to be able to get the Tetris right there.
About to hit level 19. Both are in good shape. And
you can hear there's an exhale as he gets ready for another speed change. Still, incredibly close game as we lead into our first level 19 transition of this match.
But yeah, just a discipline, being able to see them screen look so efficiently and not, you know, miss drop or anything like that. That's how you win the championship.
Yeah. Where you find the time, basically, as soon as you know you have a line clear, you can kind of glance over, because that line clear gives you just a tiny bit extra time. Oh, that was beautiful.
A lot of amazing tucks over here from Scuti.
But still going to be a little bit tougher to get through there. Yeah, you can see needs to get that hole over there, and he doesn't want to pile on too much on top of that.
Yeah, would love the long bar right now.
But
wow,
also,
this is a drought.
Wow.
This is where all aspects of the game are being tested on these players. Can they manage the droughts well? Can they continue to keep the well open and utilize the score? Alex T was able to. There's a Tetris for Alex.
And it was almost a 40-piece drought that just happened right there. And Blue Scuti, trying to play safely, didn't want to open up that well right away with an uncomfortable piece. And now, look at this S
oh my
burst.
gosh.
Look at all that. That's basically just a giant column of S pieces over there on the left.
Yeah, now Alex dealing with traffic on the board. This is going to allow Scuti to maintain a lead and expand it.
Scuti just said that they have 91 S pieces right now.
Oh my God.
You know, the stat screen. So the players have a slightly different view than we do here for your audience. They have the old stats and Nintendo Tetris has, so they know how many pieces have dropped. And Scuti said there's 91 S pieces.
That is criminal.
Yeah, I would say that that's really sick.
But Alex getting out of that dig, and
surprisingly only down by under 2 Tetrises, despite how laborious that dig seemed.
Yeah. And now looking for that L piece, yep. And now if he can get a J piece, or maybe just rotate that S piece right in there, nice.
Yeah, very close game, actually.
We are closing in on that level 29 too.
Yeah.
But again, the consistency by which both of these players is playing is just incredible right now.
But yeah, we'll watch carefully how they handle approaching 29, because they want to have their boards in good position. That's when the real fight happens.
And I think that's where it's going to be the most interesting, because what these two players have shown us this tournament is that 29 is what makes them definitely more scary than they already are.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Another one of these large columns that
Both of these players
Alex creating over there.
earlier in the tournament were able to devastate their opponents on 29. So what will they do to each other?
Max is for both players as both players head into 29. Alex T down by Tetris. Scuti also.
Wow.
Tetris ready.
Boom,
There is
Tetris
Tetris for both.
Okay.
Ooh, couple of misdrops over there for Scuti. Able to knock down a Tetris, but now the board has to be brought under control.
Yep. And this is where you just kind of start flattening up your board as much.
Oh, wow! See, there's that frame perfect spin.
Jeez.
That is ridiculous. But things are still. Oh no, those O's are terrible.
Okay.
And not able to really do anything. Scuti is going to top out at 1.15. Alex C is good for game one.
And Alex literally just passed over Scuti right at that moment.
That's
so
crazy.
as soon as Blue Scuti topped out, Alex could just be done, you know?
Yeah, it was being able to maintain a clean board right when that 29 hits. And Scuti wasn't able to clean up the board. Alex was able to keep it low and safe and pulled ahead right at the very last second.
Let's go ahead and get them counted down. Here we go in
3, 2, 1, Tetris! Okay.
Okay, simul Tetris.
really
keep
clean
seeing-
stacking to open up with.
It's funny, I keep seeing Alex reel back like that. I'm not sure why.
Still 125 S's. I'm still hung on that.
They might be too. So hopefully this next piece set will be more agreeable, and you know they'll play at their best.
So far, things are rather calm. It's only a single burn that separates them.
Yeah, Scuti's got to get down to try to get into that row 5 over there. Fortunately, that eyepiece, fortunately there was the 4 completed lines, so he was able to get the Tetris in that situation. But yeah, this is a very unfortunate situation right now for Blue Scuti. See all the holes that he's got to dig through, and so when you're in this phase here, when you're in this cleanup, you also don't want, you have to look lower in your stack. Make sure you don't put any pieces on top of where the holes are even buried, because that will come back and bite you as you keep cleaning. Oh no, and then now an O burst right there. More O's.
And long bars when you don't want them.
All right, yeah, just gonna go take out those, continue to clean there. Scuti unfortunately has not been able to get any dirty Tetrises in this cleaning sequence over here either. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be falling behind by quite a
these are
bit
gonna
right
be
now.
Mostly doubles and singles here to clean it down, but looks to be almost out of this.
Yeah, and again, I know we're just at lines, you know, around 44 here, but Scuti's percentage right now, 36%, but Alex T at 92% Tetris rate.
Alex looking at a monster game here, so Scuti's got a lot of work to do.
Oh, great stacking right here from Alex T.
Okay, Scuti ready for a dirty Tetris here.
Still waiting on this eyepiece, and comes when the well is covered.
Okay, finally, boom, Tetris for Scuti.
Dirty Tetris right there.
Not clean yet, but you know, get that Tetris wherever you can.
Yeah, if he can clear that out right there, and then perhaps drop another eyepiece, can actually get. So the eyepiece is going to be a triple right now. So he's just taking the triple from
he's just going to clean it out.
The J piece, which is actually, I mean, genius right there. If you know you're going to get a triple, might as well do it that way. Look at that tucking right there.
Yeah. So yeah, finally Scuti in position for a clean board. Does a line spin, does a tuck, and is in position to score. Meanwhile, Alex up to an 8 Tetris lead, now 9, 200,000 points ahead.
Yeah, if you're Scuti right now, I mean, the goal is to try to stay alive, survival, and be a little bit aggressive, and then just hope that, you know, Alex might make a mistake big enough to just get him with an early top out.
Yep, that sounds like a sound strategy going on here. Because if you take too many risks and top out, you have no chance of catching up.
And Alex has been really super consistent before we get to the kill screen. But it seems like Scuti is actually stronger after the kill screen. Obviously, he's the guy who crashed Tetris, so he definitely.
The thing is, it's more so that Scuti is just going to have to wait for Alex T to just make an inaccuracy, because even in events like Genesis, Alex T didn't have a single early top out throughout the entire tournament.
Right. Just in general, Alex almost never gets an early top out.
So it's kind of wild to think, is like you can't you're facing an opponent where you can't rely on them to make that early top out, because it's just completely uncharacteristic. It's something that barely happens with Alex T's recent play.
And yeah, 90% Tetris rate, James Chen. This is the best stuff here.
And apparently at one point in time, Alex actually achieved back-to-back game crashes. So
yeah, it was in a Discord call in CTM. Only the best place where a record should be achieved. But we are closing in on that level 19 transition. 600K is well above the table for Alex T. As a matter of fact, he has already achieved that 600K.
And just for people in the chat who don't understand the Tetris rate, it's just basically every line that is burned without a Tetris takes away from your Tetris rate. So your Tetris rate is how many of your lines that you have been cleared in a Tetris.
So if you only make all Tetrises and you're going for that perfect game, you could keep 100%. That's what it would say. And at this point in the game, 88% is phenomenally high.
Ooh, kind of not really a Wentz right there.
Yeah, 5 high, so not a proper Wentz, but still going to transition nonetheless. 510 for Blue Scuti and 677 for Alex T.
Yeah, and you know that Blue Scuti is trying to play. He's actually trying to play aggressive, but he just hasn't been getting the right pieces to even do that. But now with a clean stack over here, Blue Scuti, who was down by like 10 Tetrises a little bit earlier, now down by 7 here. All right.
Right now, things are really calm on level 20. Nothing too serious going on.
Blue Scuti accidentally shifted that a little bit. One too many over there.
Meanwhile, Alex's game's just been so clean. It's going to be a great game to analyze later on, just replacements and just overall performance.
Yeah, finally able to bring. Great
nice.
set of overhangs over there for Scuti.
I even love the placement of that J piece just now. Okay, so finally we see a little bit of a crack in Alex's play right there, but it's, oh my gosh, got the T-spin in there. And so yeah, Blue Scuti is trying very hard to catch up here, has to play almost perfect at this point in time. Now, both of them can obviously survive in the level 29 speed, so they've still got a while to go here.
Alex T continuing to just elevate the score, because even though the scores Alex T's score is incredibly high, we're only at the tail end of level 23. Now we're in level 24.
Man, Scuti has just been
had to
getting
build up high there and was able to get the pieces to make that work.
And the thing about it is when you're Alex T here, actually no, he's been making a couple of misdrops over here because the lead has kind of dropped down to below 6 Tetrises now.
Scuti didn't get the shift to the left, so has to make sure that, can turn into a dirty, and does.
Nicely done.
All right, that's got to feel good here.
And that opened up the well for another one.
And look at this, below 5 Tetrises now lead for Alex T.
Yeah, Scuti has become more efficient here in the 19 speeds.
But the problem is that Alex hasn't dropped below 80% Tetris rate.
Yeah, Alex with a very efficient game overall here will be able to help him preserve the lead.
Scuti, this post transition is amazing because if I'm not mistaken, Scuti transitioned with a sub 500K transition, right?
Yeah.
So to have 955 at level 27.
I mean, he has been so consistent here, getting back into this match.
Yeah, no.
There's the max.
Yeah, max out at level
been playing
28.
Excellent pass transition.
Despite that really difficult start.
And deciding to go for it. And that's
Wow.
a Tetris and a transition
Into
to
29.
29.
Nice.
A setup for another Tetris, but just going to take the triple. Now Alex T will burn into 29, or maybe, going to take the triple. 1.25 to now 1.07. And just look at how clean the 29 play is from these two.
Yeah, this is critical for Scuti's momentum here. And he's doing very well here on this 29.
Oh my gosh, that tuck from Alex T. He's not going to execute a Tetris. Scuti waiting for the long bar, knocks out a Tetris as well.
Wow.
Great placement there by Scuti.
The lead has shrunk to just under 200,000 points, around 130
So
actually.
if Scuti can outperform Alex in this phase, since the Tetrises are worth more, he can catch up.
There's
No,
another
but
Tetris.
Even that cleanup sequence that
What?
Alex.
Wait, what?
Nice.
Hold on. That tuck was insane.
Wow. Scuti reduced the deficit to 63,000 points at one point.
We're now just separated by less than 3 Tetrises.
Yeah, again.
Okay, there's the eyepiece.
This
And
could
there's
be-
a Tetris for Scuti.
This could be one of the most incredible comebacks if Scuti can pull this off.
But Alex T is continuing to also match him Tetris for Tetris, so the lead hasn't changed. There's another Tetris for
Okay,
Scuti and hits
okay.
the 5-tap. But now Alex T starting to rebuild that lead. Scuti, he's setting up for a slightly dirty
Tetris.
column 3, but going to
Okay.
take the triple.
Yeah.
Trying to remain
Neal.
disciplined.
It's still there, but not going to get it right now.
Oh no. Scuti, wait, what?
Still alive.
And a
Frankfurt.
dirty Tetris!
Still alive.
Oh my gosh. But hold on, it's not over. He needs to get pieces over. Okay.
Still alive. The pieces are coming.
Oh no,
he meant
several
to-
missed drops.
He wanted to slide that under there, but he couldn't get it.
Valiant effort to catch up there, but
Wow.
Alex T never let up and actually increased that lead back in the end.
Wait, is Alex T, because I think Scuti got what? It was a 1.88.
That's right.
Yeah, Alex
Is
wants
Alex
it
T
back.
going
Holding
for
this.
it?
In other words, he's like, not only am I going to beat you here, but I want my record back.
He has 3 Tetrises available, so wait.
You break my
Oh,
record.
hold on.
1.8.
Oh my gosh, the 1.9 is possible.
Now I break you.
The 1.9
like I
is
break
possible.
your friend.
The 1.9 is here.
Oh my God! Alex T with a near 2 million points in the super kill screen era.
Wins that one with authority. Just set some records, in comp.
Scuti took his record yesterday, and then Alex T takes it right back with a 1.9. Everyone, make some noise.
And here we go in 3, 2, 1, Tetris! I mean, I gotta tell you right now, it really feels like Alex is a man on a mission right now. He is playing with no regard for human life right now.
Still ridiculous. But we do have a start here on our level 18. And if I'm not mistaken, also, so far this tournament, I don't think Alex T has dropped a game.
Has he 3-0'd the whole time here?
So far, yes.
All right, we'll definitely have to try to get some confirmation there. Alex T, remember that he actually won CTWC with a 1.78, and so he surpassed that. And yes, it is confirmed he has not dropped a single game. He has 3-0'd every opponent that he has gone up against.
The last run that I remember there was something like this happening in CTWC was Fractal back in 2023, where he swept me and then swept both the Arteaga brothers, and that was he swept all the way until the finals.
I mean, after he swept you, he must have just felt great. He's like, oh man, I swept Sharky.
Yeah,
I'm on today.
clearly I was the biggest threat. But so far, things have looked a lot stable. There is none of the early shenanigans that we saw early on, so now players are just kind of trying to maintain the highest level of efficiency.
And sometimes players, don't hit their hot streak until mid-match. And Scuti really picked up the pace there, post-19, post-19, and into the 29 too on that game. So if Scuti can continue that, this will be a much closer match. despite Alex's near perfect performance on that with a record-breaking score.
Nice J spin over there. That's actually one of my favorite ways to solve that situation over there on Scuti's board. It's going to resolve in a Tetris, and nice flat burn over there for Alex T as well.
Creative solves here for the players, keeping their playfields clean and being efficient, always keeping their well open for a Tetris. Tetris for Alex. Close game so far, nothing too crazy on either end.
Yeah, both of them at 80% Tetris rate right now. So, yeah, definitely a much better start for Blue Scuti here.
Tetris for Scuti and Tetris for Alex.
Yeah, oh, nice. Just had the exact right pieces right there. But does have to clear that top line right there. You can see. And gonna do it just in time for the eyepiece.
Yeah, it's a minimal burning there from Alex.
329 to now 331.
Yep, they're definitely neck and neck right now.
Neck and neck. And about halfway to
Alex
transition.
T having to build up a bit high, slightly uncomfortable.
With an SZ burst right there. And yet, still in a good position. Yeah, you see right there, just goes for the cleaning right there.
Wow, just sets up some high tucks there. But it works out. Bangs down to Tetris right after.
Slightly off sync Simul Tetris there. But this is so reminiscent of game one where they were just close all the way up until that 29.
Ooh,
Nice adjustment there from Alex,
that was amazing.
making that all fit together.
And now Blue Scuti making some really crucial adjustments here. Oh, yeah, just went for the cleaning risk right there. But that's because
those
the
S's, hold on.
Yeah, the S burst again.
Actually, some S's here would be helpful.
There you go.
Yeah.
See, there can be good S's. It's just rare.
Scuti opening it up. Where's that long bar?
Waiting for it. Nice skim, and there it is, Tetris for Scuti.
Yeah. Yep, now with a very clean board here, and, despite all that, Alex wasn't able to build the lead here. So it's just a small lead here for Alex.
Alex is looking to transition with 600K again.
Yeah, that consistency playing a major factor.
Of course, this is do or die for Blue Scuti.
Which is even crazy to say here, to go down 0-3.
Yeah, because what if we think about earlier today, Blue Scuti, sweeping Fractal, and now he himself is on the verge of getting swept.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's the caliber of competition that we have.
And it also feels like to me, like I said, Alex feels like a man on a mission right now, but then also I'm sure he would also like to go up against Meme in the finals, try to get revenge for that Genesis defeat. Oh, nice.
Both players have reached transition. Scuti now reopens up the well. And there it is, Tetris for Scuti. 632 to now 674.
Yeah,
Mostly clean going up to this point.
They're at the exact same line counts here. Well, actually, they were. So again, you can tell that they're playing on a very similar pace right
Getting
now.
a little bit sketchy over here for Scuti. Now is L dependent. Throws the eyepiece over.
Okay.
That's going to open up a crucial L. And those pieces
nice,
are beautiful.
Nice.
Well is open. And a Tetris. No, not
boom.
one. Two Tetrises is scored.
And a triple boom right there. Because Alex getting a Tetris as well in between those.
And more squares causing some minor issues, but an L piece would be ideal to help burn that out in the cleanest way possible. And there it is.
Yeah.
Opens up that.
Wow, never got an eyepiece in there because they're in the middle of a 32-piece drought right there. But it actually worked out for Scuti in that situation because that means that Alex T wasn't able to build a Tetris during that sequence as well.
And Alex T actually running into rough pieces. So he's slowing down. So Blue Scuti currently in the lead.
And Tetris ready. Boom, Tetris for Scuti, extending the lead to 1.5 Tetrises. But Alex is now clean and ready to score.
And you talk about a lot of that screen watching. You can see Alex do that a lot. He just glances over really quick to see what's going on Blue Scuti's screen. Kind of gives you an indication of how aggressive you want to play.
It was a small misdrop for Scuti. Would love a certain sequence of pieces, and just like that, just clean.
Yeah. That T piece was crucial right there. Not going to be able to get a Tetris with that block, but I piece coming right afterwards.
We're approaching our max point threshold, 969 and 927. So we're looking at a max potentially in level 27 for both Alex T and Scuti.
Yeah, they're right here with each other now.
Actually, that is the max for Alex T.
Yep. And next one will score it for Blue Scuti. Long bar comes in. There it is. Boom. Tetris for Scuti. Max out. We are neck and neck.
Alex T, long bar dependent there in column 3, so it's going to slow down. Oh, that adjustment. No, they're not going to set up for the dirty. Going to play discipline. And here we are.
Scuti.
We're approaching level 29.
Yeah, this is critical here. What will they do with their stacks?
Oh, good double O burn over there for Scuti. That Z piece is going to be helpful. Love an L or a J. Gets the J.
Want to get
set up for the Tetris.
Boards want to get back in shape here.
There it is.
It's kind of high. Okay, gets the Tetris.
Transition to 29 here. Scuti still has the lead.
And able to get that T piece all the way over. Tetris for Alex T. I
couldn't
believe.
get the spin.
But not critical. Is he able to clear it off?
And there it is, Tetris for Scuti. Currently in the lead by just over 1 Tetris as Alex T is getting the board Tetris ready as Scuti has a long bar dependency in column 2. And right now just looking for a way that's going to be a split burn and not able. Oh, a couple of misdrops.
And the problem is right now the lead that Scuti has, look how many lines ahead he is too, so I'm not even sure if that's a true lead.
Oh,
amazing survival from Scuti. Yeah. Absolutely clinical precision on those 5 taps there. And oh no, not a drought right here. Not now. Able to get the 5 and boom!
Wow. Actually, simul Tetris. Alex got one as well.
Yeah, Alex retook the lead with 1 Tetris ahead.
Scuti just can't get the pieces for the most efficient setup that he's looking for.
You had to take the double there.
And ooh, okay, nice.
You saw how every time he changed the parity of that column 1, he would get the wrong LJ piece.
Okay, Tetris for Scuti.
And there was a center row Tetris for Alex T. Both players now with clean boards, but Alex T is in the lead by just about 3 Tetrises. There's a Tetris for Scuti. Trying to get set up for another. Alex T is set up for another. There's a Tetris for Alex T. Scuti hanging a piece over there to the left. Needs the long bar. Needs something. He gets it burned double. Knocks out a Tetris.
Needs to clean up now.
Now he's
at level 36. He's running out of time.
He's doing the best that he can to survive it. Would throw those pieces all the way over to the left. How he's getting them over, I don't know, but it's happening. And that hang, that might be it. That might be fatal. And Blue Scuti tops out at 1.4 million. Once again, Alex T is going to the finals.
And still remaining undefeated this weekend for CTWC 2025.
Still playing.
Wait.
He's still playing.
No, wait. Oh my God, wait, he could actually improve on the last score. He needs a bar. Come on, give him the bar.
The drought,
there's
really?
No bar. Wait. If he got that, bro.
Oh no.
But still an unstoppable force.
What a game from both of them. Everyone, come on, round of applause for Scuti and Alex T.
Another record-breaking performance from Alex T, eliminating Blue Scuti, but what a run and what a story.
What do you even do there? The last 2 games, Alex T scored 3.7.
The return of the flex cam,
3.7 million in 2 games.
All right, thank you, James, Chris, and Sharky. So here it is. Yes, Blue Scuti dressed in red today. Here, one more round of applause, folks. You know, Scuti, I came up here and asked you want to do an interview. You said, yeah, but right before that, you gave me a smile on your face. You said, what am I supposed to do? How do I play against that? Like, talk us through. You just played Alex a week ago, right, in the championship for his ETL. What was the difference between then and today?
I mean, Alex wasn't getting 1.8s and 1.9s consistently, so...
Because I spilled a little water.
Yeah, I think Alex is a real, just, once he, like in person, he's able to focus and play an extra level above anybody else.
Yeah, certainly. He's coming in now very red hot. He's pretty much wiped the floor. I think Vince was telling me, I don't think he's dropped a game at all today. We were kind of looking at this matchup thinking, oh yeah, this could probably definitely go to decider. And he just 1.9, 1.8. It's incredible. Obviously, a lot of buzz going on right now. We've got a big thing going on this week. The last 18 months have been quite a whirlwind. Why don't you just kind of give us your take on everything that's happened since then?
Yeah, I mean, I've been playing a lot of online tournaments and after last year's CTWC, and for a while there I was making a really good run. I feel like I've started to like falter off, but hopefully, I mean, like a CTM, hopefully I can make it back up and maybe get a few more finals losses against Alex.
You'll just join an illustrious group of people like there. You got the movie coming this week, right? You're heading up to New York. What are the things you want to do in New York? First time going?
Yeah. I don't know what to do. I think we have a few.
Can I suggest cheesecake? Right? Everybody knows the king loves the cheesecake, right?
All right, I'll keep it in mind.
All right, you keep that in mind there, certainly. Any final thoughts for you, Scuti?
Go eyeball. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, this young man has helped revolutionize the game for us over the last 18 months. Give him one more big round of applause. It is the Blue Scuti. The film Blue Scuti, the Texas Crash, will be appearing at the Tribeca Film Festival this coming week in New York City. If you're around there, come on down. It's going to be a hoot. I'll see you there, Scoot. Congratulations. Guys, back to you.
Hello everyone, it's your favorite underwater host Sharky here. I want to say hope you enjoyed the match. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about the two potential matchups in the finals, and then we're going to talk a little bit about the match for the next top four. And then, of course, I also want to reminisce a bit on Blue Scuti versus Alex T match, because Blue Scuti didn't play bad. On the contrary, Blue Scuti actually played really good. It's just, what do you do when your opponent gets 3.7 over the course of 2 games? We're talking about a 1.9, the highest score in CTWC history under the capped era, the 39 capped era, and then following that with a 1.8. I mean, Scuti kind of got a dose of his own medicine whenever he got a 1.8 up against O-Bucks all the way back in round 1, and that's when Scuti took the capped era CTWC record for highest score in a competitive match. And then Alex T comes right back and takes it with a 1.9. Ridiculous. But as it stands, Alex T is waiting in the finals, and we now have our next matchup, Meme versus Eyeball, which means that the finals can either go either way. We're going to have a new finalist for one, but now we're going to have either Alex T versus Meme and Alex T versus Eyeball. So let's dive into those two potential matchups because both of them have interesting storylines in themselves. Alex T versus Meme, though, might be the more interesting. And let me explain why. The first match that Alex T ever played was in Classic Tetris World, and it was up against Meme, and it was a 1-3 loss. So Alex T had his first loss of the career up against Meme, but it goes even further than that. Alex has lost to Meme 5 times over the total of their 7 matches that they played up against each other, including a sweep at Genesis X2 in the finals. As a matter of fact, 3 of those 5 losses have been sweeps by Meme. So needless to say, Meme definitely has the advantage, and I'm not sure if those of you who watched the trailer prepping for the Genesis X2 finals, Meme did say that Alex T, or that she was not worried about Alex T at all in those interviews that I kind of edited together. So Alex T versus Meme, if they meet in the finals, not only will it be a rematch of Genesis X2,
which was arguably one of the stronger, if not the strongest regional tournaments that we've had this year so far. But it would also be a chance for Alex T to redeem himself up against the current losing record that he has up against Meme, and it would be almost poetic if they do meet up, where the first match in Alex T's history was a 1-3 loss up against Meme, and now they rematch on the biggest stage in the finals possible. But that is, of course, if that happens. Now we got to talk about Alex T versus Eyeball, another potential matchup. Now, contrary to the 2-5 record that Alex T has up against Meme, Alex T has a 5-2 record up against Eyeball. And it's also interesting because it's also almost the exact opposite as it was in the case in Meme, where out of the 5 matches that Alex T has won up against Eyeball, 4 of them have been sweeps, although Eyeball has managed to sweep back once. So if Eyeball and Alex T do end up meeting each other in the finals, it will be kind of like Eyeball once again coming into this match with a chip on his shoulders. We saw how that energy kind of played out with him versus Tristop, where Tristop had beaten him in a decider and Eyeball returned the favor, preventing Tristop from going back to the semis and now allowing him to be in the semis, being the highest placing Canadian player so far and could potentially go even further if he's able to defeat Meme. Speaking about able to defeat Meme, let's talk about Meme versus Eyeball, because there's actually not a lot to talk about. Believe it or not, this will be the first time that Meme and Eyeball have met in a match, which is kind of wild when you consider that both of these two players have been playing for a considerable amount of time. But now they meet each other for the first time in the semis, so it is very interesting. We've seen what Eyeball is capable of, the aggression that he can do, the survival that he can do, as we've seen in the past video. But also, Meme has had, great tournaments. Of course, I think I like to harp on this a lot, but the tournament run from Genesis X2, it was a flawless tournament in every sense of the word. It was a flawless qualifier, flawless transition to 19 and 29 rates, even a flawless game record, not dropping a single game, including up against Alex T. So this match might slightly favor Meme, but you can't put it past Eyeball to potentially take the match as well. But of course, that's something that we'll have to see, and that's something you'll see tomorrow in our next top 4 video. Hope you all enjoyed this lore drop. I tried to go a little bit more in depth because, surprise, surprise, this match was a sweep, which means that there's a little bit more time to fill. But if you enjoyed this and you actually stayed to the end, put somewhere in your comments hashtag lore drop so I know. Anyways, hope you all enjoyed the match. Leave a like if you did like it. Comment down what you thought was insane. I really want to know. There were a lot of crazy moments, especially Blue Scuti survival, so I want to know what you thought was insane. And of course, subscribe if you want more content just like this. I'm your favorite underwater host, Sharky, and I'll see you in the next match here in CTWC 2025.